It's definitely old. As it kind of sneers down at you. As we go over to Igor and Kalmir the next morning.
Wait, I at least want to invoke pain. Can I do that?
What?
No.
What? Don't do anything.
Don't do
If you know anything about the wild, you know you bow your head. You do
It
not.
was a good.
What is this?
It was a good
an
night's
animal.
rest. Well,
Yes, it was. However, your female companions have not returned.
How long has it been?
The sun's coming up.
No, it's been all night. Okay.
Oh.
They're not.
well,
It's a giant wolf? This ain't
Well-
fatherworth, is it?
you think they
I mean, he's around.
died to a wolf? I mean, there what? I mean, Catalina did have that run-in pretty close with those weird plagued wolves. I mean, maybe they're. Did you see any plagued wolves last night?
I didn't see any plated wolves, did I? No, I just saw normal run-of-the-mill wolves. I know we don't want to have a mill, but run-of-the-mill.
I mean, we could have had a meal. I could
Okay,
go,
yeah. To make bread, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't seem special to me. Then again, I only just looked at them normally from a distance.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
them not being back yet is kind of worrying. I hope they can take care of themselves. I know Catalina usually lives by herself anyway, so she should be fine.
you know, what direction did they head off to? Like, say, I was just gonna go back to like either the ziggurat or like divert back to like the longhouse area.
They are heading east, while the ziggurat is more towards the north and the longhouse is more in the south.
Okay.
And they went that way for as long as I watched them.
And realistically, it's not hard to track. The ground is very moist, so footprints are pretty easy to follow. At least here in the clearing, it might get more difficult once in the actual forest.
Well, do we want to go after? I guess we have to go after them, don't we?
I would feel bad if they were lost forever or died somewhere.
If they did die, gotta burial rites. So much to do.
Oh, yeah, especially for an awakened
Zoo animal.
or wise. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we should chase after them. I, for one, am gonna chase in twilight, because then I can go through the trees and terrain I don't care about.
Gilgamesh, what's he doing? Still meditating, having a nap?
No, he's just going to be following you guys.
Okay, fair enough.
So, Kalmir, are you joining Igor in Twilight?
If he so chooses to invite me, otherwise I'll track by foot and dog.
Yeah, I mean, I can drag more people in.
Give me.
Want me to even roll? Because we're not, like, in an urgent situation.
Yeah, nah, you're fine.
Paradox. Alright, so. Go skate. Twilight time. Alright,
I mean,
follow the tracks.
I can just go normally.
Okay.
I don't know if Doug can smell through twilight.
Probably not. Alright, fine. It's just me then.
And Gilgamesh. I'm just sending him with you.
That's fine.
So, you guys begin off east. Kalmir and Dog.
Yeah.
Give me your tracking rolls.
Tracking. Okay.
Because I know I've had you roll Dog's tracking before, so...
Yes, I need to pull up Dog's stats. He's in this book somewhere.
Igor, do you want to roll tracking? I'm not sure if you should take a penalty for being in Twilight, though.
I mean, I'll roll tracking, and if for some reason I can't follow it, then I'm following them.
Yeah, realistically, you would just follow Kalmir and Dog.
Am I doing
Both. There we go. Sorry, everybody froze there for a second.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say?
So am I rolling 2 separate rolls, or am I
Yes.
just combining? Okay. So we'll do mine first. Ooh, 4. And then Dog is wits 4, survival 4, so that's 8. Let me close that.
Yes, in the meantime, I'm also keeping an eye out for ghosts. Just to see if they died and are now a ghost or something, I don't know. Or if there's...
And 4.
You guys are able to pretty easily pick up both the foot trail, and Dog finds the scent trail pretty easily. As for looking for ghosts, are you just looking for their ghosts specifically?
I mean, because of the death attainments, my peripheral mage sight just passively picks up ghosts, reacts to even the passive presence of ghosts. So if there are any here, I'm gonna see them, but I'm just kind of walking, I guess. I guess I don't really have to look out for them then.
They'll just trigger it.
Yeah, I mean, every so often your mage sight goes off with some random ghosty. Most of them seem to have been killed by wild animals. Bodies are decaying somewhere out in the forest, and they're just, roaming from their violent death at the hands of a gigantic cat, mostly.
I wonder who that was.
Don't you? No.
I'm just kidding.
However, it isn't long until the trail ends.
Uh-oh.
It, like, the footprints just end, and Dog kind of just, circles the spot.
Shed. That's strange. I don't think Catalina can fly, but I don't know about Zira. I don't know what she can do.
You saw her fly last
Yeah,
night.
she did fly. That's possible. So maybe she started carrying her, but why though? Is there any other signs of distress or a scuffle?
No signs of distress. However, you do come to see that there were paw tracks as well. Not from Dog. That end in roughly the same location as well.
So the wolf they were following also grew wings and flew away. Or there's another explanation. Border marches are a common knowledge thing, right?
Not common knowledge, but you would have at least some knowledge of them.
So it's possible that they found a weak spot here and just slipped through? Or they purposely went through? Kalmir's talking out loud because he can't see Igor or...
I guess I dropped my spell, considering we're not getting ambushed on this trail. But I am not well versed in border marshes, spirit things. It's not incredibly important, but
I have a fleeting knowledge, but not a lot. I have enough to know what it is if you follow the right trail, or if you follow the wrong trail by accident.
well, clearly this was a trail, but it appears to no longer be a trail.
If I did mage sight with spirit, would it show me something that could help?
You'll have to try and see.
I shall try. Whoosh.
Spend your point of mana.
Yes. Click, click, done.
All right. You notice, oddly, in the twilight, not the same twilight Igor was in, but you know, since we're having to deal with two different types of twilight now, lots of rank 1 or 2 spirits that seem to have been left behind. They're like shriveling up and already dying, but a few of them still exist.
Dying.
Yes.
Did they look eaten? Sick?
Shriveled.
Shriveled? Like the essence was sucked out of them?
Yes.
So whoever was passing through was having a to-go lunch, breakfast?
It also could be that because all of these are extremely young spirits, they probably didn't have enough essence, or they didn't have a lot of essence to begin with, so maybe even just being separated from the border marshes caused this as well. Like, we're talking really young spirits.
Separated from the border marshes at such a low rank. Does that mean that this is a weak area?
It at least was within the very near past.
Okay.
Well, unless you have a plan to open it, it clearly no longer is. So either we wander the woods and then wander into a place where we shouldn't be in search of 2 people who wandered into where they shouldn't be, or we hope that they wandered out elsewhere.
Those are both not without risks.
No, neither of them are good options, but
Right.
I can't open the spirit side.
Well, it's not much a matter of opening, it's just how difficult it is to walk through. Think. We could split up. Do you want to wait and I'll go in, or do you want to go in, I'll wait?
Do we want to split up and go into a place where we shouldn't be? How tempting.
How many times can we split this party?
Let's leave Gilgamesh alone. Send him in. Gilgamesh, you're a warrior, man. Fight. Clear
That's not the skill set to go in there. He knows nothing. That's my department.
Well, I mean, out of game, I want to go in.
And we, though, it's closed.
It's
Then open it. Knock on the door.
I can't. I can't.
Can't you do
I have
some
0 spirit.
spirit
Spirit is
voodoo?
my inferior arcana.
I have spirit 1. Could I?
Maybe enough to talk.
Could you what?
Could I lessen the? It wouldn't be gauntlet strength, but the depth.
Is that an actual spell within?
That's what I'm looking for.
If it is, it's not going to be at rank 1.
Yeah, that.
It would be at rank 1.
Yeah, that would be my issue. Is just like, I doubt it's rank 1.
Yeah, that would be a rank, at least a rank 2, opener of the way.
That's for
Nice.
resonant. That's not quite there. Well, because the border marches act differently. Anyone can enter the border marches with a wit survival roll. Even a normal human.
Mm.
So you want to do a wit survival roll?
I believe that's the roll anyway. Border marches. Entering. Doesn't. Yeah, with survival. Affected by the dice modifier for that depth.
Okay. The depth here is only going to be a -1.
So it is pretty weak. Okay. With
It was a -0 last night.
Ah. With survival.
Comes and goes like the tide.
Successes. And dog's coming with me.
Give me his roll.
Oh, he's got a roll too. I can't.
Oh, dog.
All right.
I mean, his wit survival is actually pretty good, so.
It's higher than mine, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ah, we're matching.
Nice.
Igor, as you kind of see Kalmir and Dog roam around, they slowly fade.
This is the longhouse incident all over. Igor does not want to go into the border marshes because that is not his. He can't do anything there. He's completely out of his element. Completely, that's the wrong ocean.
Good for science, for curiosity.
Curiosity
Yeah,
kills
we're
people.
mages. We're curious creatures.
Yeah,
Come on.
and I think spirit is stupid because it's my inferior arcanum. So I don't.
Because you didn't study in it, so now's your chance. After school program, let's go.
No,
It's his inferior. It means like it's the one he's worst at.
yeah, that's his.
It just naturally, we don't like it. It doesn't work.
Well, luckily for Kalmir and Dog, the trail begins to double back on itself. You can also tell the pace has been quickened.
Oh.
Oh, that's when we yeet the other way.
You can probably deduce that they realized where they were, or what? At least somebody realized where they were and was trying to flee.
Tried to run back, but they weren't paying attention and they ran right past the trail. Okay.
To go forward, I wanted to go back, and then I ended up going forward again.
Are there any other tracks?
In this exact area at this moment.
Okay. Well, I will follow their more recent trail. I guess the one that doubled back.
Yeah. Igor, just real quick, what is Igor going to do? Is he just going to be stuck in a conundrum here?
Did Gilgamesh follow Kalmir? Because I don't want to leave the NPC here.
If you go, he'll go.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to go. That's the thing. I don't want to leave him just standing in the crossroads.
Gil wants to go with you.
Is he concerned with Zira? I don't know.
Realistically, yeah, he would be. So yeah, he would have went.
Well, Igor is standing alone in the jungle.
Getting eaten by mosquitoes.
Yep.
Back into Twilight with the mosquitoes.
Fair enough.
I guess I'm just gonna wait for him, admittedly, because sending another person to get lost and then having Mr. Plague Man just go free because all the people that know about him are now dead in the spirit world is not a good idea.
All right. Well,
so I'm gonna start trekking back to the longhouse, admittedly, because well, it's got walls.
okay.
What walls?
Well, then we're gonna go ahead and leave Kalmir on the trail and go back to Zira and Catalina.
Great. Wolfie in my face, right?
He's not in your face. He's several paces ahead of you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast No Spirit on myself because I most likely do not recognize him, and I want to get as much as possible information.
All right, this is gonna be
Hopefully.
fun. Well, let's see what.
Oh God! Don't
That's
do
a
anything.
good roll. I just want to know what he is because I don't recognize him. He's not a spirit in my forest. He's in y'all forest.
So, just so you don't have to look it up. No spirit is withstood by rank. If this is Father Wolf, he's rank 8.
He's not Father Wolf.
Okay,
If it's one of the firstborn, it might be rank 5 or 6 at this point. 6.
At least I got
So
That's not how that works. You gotta reduce your dice pool to get potency if you want it to work.
Yeah.
What?
Because he reduces you to less. He reduces you below 0.
So I would have to roll just my
Your spell goes
You-
off, but you can't tell anything.
son of a frog.
Yeah, your spell works. It just didn't do anything.
I couldn't glean anything from him.
No, this spirit that's standing before you is far too powerful.
But we can sense that it's supernatural, right? We know that it's not just a regular wolf.
Catalina, you can feel your mage sight or your peripheral mage sight tingling. Yes. Zira knows that this thing is a spirit. We'll just say spirit for simplicity's sake.
Okay. All right. Shoot. Okay. I'm thinking. He looking aggressive at us?
How would you know that it's looking aggressive?
Give me animal kin plus wits at a -6.
Oh, come on. Animal kin? Is that 3? All I had was 6. All right, so this is a chance to die.
Unless you want to burn a point of willpower. That'd give you a +3. I'm not sure if that would even take you above a chance die.
Yeah, because my wits is 3. My animal, what do you say? Animal kin is 3. You said I have to subtract 6. I'm at 0, so
That would give you
I'll get.
3 die. Yeah.
I'll risk it. All right, 3.
Burn the point of willpower. Excellent.
I need to know things. You need to take that. Okay, yeah, thanks, Gandhi. Oh, great. Nope. Worth nothing.
Nitro?
It's the same roll. It's -6 to animal kin and wits.
Yeah. Then mine would be a 4, and then if I burn some willpower, it'll be a 7 minus a 6, so it'll be a chance die as well.
It would just be 1 die because you have 1 die left over, so it's not a chance. It's a regular die if you burn willpower.
I'll do it. What are the odds?
Yeah, please. Any
One-
type of odds.
3 out of 10.
10.
Nope.
Great.
This thing, I mean, Zira, you've never seen a creature, well, outside of dog, you've never seen a creature like this before, so you honestly can't read its facial expression. Catalina, this thing, it seems to differ enough from a regular wolf that it is foreign to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it slowly begins to approach. One paw after another, directly towards you.
I'm casting a lot right now. This is a rank 1 exorcist eye on myself.
I want to lock eyes with it
Don't do that.
and kind of kneel.
1 plus, so that's 3. 3 plus 3 plus
Let's
Genos is 3, so 6.
Gnosis.
Gnosis, Genos. Hey, crap,
Genos.
whatever. I'm panicking. I am panicking.
Why are you panicking?
Yeah, no, Exorcist Eye is not going to do anything.
It's not. I was hoping it can give me a weakness in the area if I was to do 1 reach. Like, show me the gauntlet's strength
There's
in
no
certain areas.
There's no gauntlet here.
Gauntlet's perception. Oh,
Even then, it'd be more reach than you have, so it'd be a paradox roll. So yeah, do it. Do it. No,
She
do it.
can also sense spirit-related manifestation condition. No. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't do it. Ah. Shoot.
Rank 1 or level 1 spirit's not that great in this situation.
I know. I chose that instead of something else. Ah. Shoot. Yeah, I gotta Nothing. I can't even call my familiar because we're in the spirit territory and he's a ghost. Great.
Yep.
Ah. I legit got nothing.
It continue as you kind of panic as you're thinking it's still approaching you. It's probably within 1 to 2 steps from you at this point now. Of its steps. You probably have to.
Of its steps.
You would have to jog a little bit. Within the next moment, it is on top of you. It is not on top of you guys, but its nose is directly against Catalina's head, and as it begins to inhale, you can feel the wind of its inhale kind of suck your hair up a little bit as it kind of sniffs at Catalina.
This doesn't count as a beast, does it?
No. Oh, no.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask, you know.
After its sniff of Catalina, it turns its head to Zira, narrowing its eyes a little bit.
I give a respectful bow and kind of wait a little bit.
Oh,
I don't know what to do.
Now you're respecting, okay. Oh, now, okay. Now it's on top of me.
I don't know what to do. It's on top of you. Yeah, just give a respectful, like, you know, Japanese bow and just, like, wait.
Japanese bow.
Just
What is
wait.
What is a Japanese bow?
Just, like, you're respecting your boss, just, like, you know, but I'm, like, all the way and just waiting.
Let the record show I kneeled, so I gave more respect.
Oh, don't you dare be petty with me right now.
I respected this magical creature, so I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there for the storyteller.
Stop trying to...
He snarls slightly, and he go in a very broken form of high speech.
He speaks my language. I didn't say that out loud. In my head.
Let it speak.
At least one of you knows how to prostrate yourself to the firstborn of the first pack.
Firstborn of the... And then I'm gonna start kneeling. Firstborn. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. First, you said firstborn of the first pack?
Yes. Pooter, go ahead, get it out of your system. I know you want to shout out who it is. Go ahead.
Well, you said it had white around the snout?
Mm-hmm. It's old.
The Pangean. Firstborn of the first pack. That means
dire wolf?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Dire wolf is the
Predator.
Predator Kings, okay. Pure.
He's the one that just doesn't care.
The hunt is the hunt.
Does it have a name? Oh, I'll ask that later.
It does.
Okay. Well, yeah, I start to bow and like prostrate myself. What can I use on this? Ignore me.
On him?
I'm bowing.
Like, go ahead, use something on him. He dares you.
I am bowing.
But then, as soon as you begin to kneel to him correctly, he kind of snorts and then goes, "Not even worthy of a hunt." And then begins to actually move away from you.
Wait?
You about to make me say a word. You about to make me say a word right now. We're gonna have a viewer description advice on here.
Permission to speak?
Outside of a flick of his ears, he does not stop. But you do see his ears flick as if they're turning backwards somewhat.
Who has appeared?
Bold of you to ask for your better's name. He kind of turns somewhat and he goes, I am the one that demands answers here, not you. I can sense you're not of the normal variety, which means that you may or may not be here. That is for each individual of us to decide. You're not worth the hunt to me, so I do not care. But do not think that I owe you any answer.
You do not owe us anything, and I have no right to ask of anything. But perhaps it would be a great blessing from you to perhaps bestow us with an answer, for we are in deep questions.
Kind of turns his head somewhat and snorts again.
We have seen things that are unnatural. We have seen things that have been attacking both creatures and humans. We do not know what it is. It is not a spirit per se. And we are in fear of both spirit realm and the physical realm.
I need you to be very honest with me here. Are you facing him or is your back to him?
Well, when I kneeled before him, I did state that I was looking at him.
Yeah, and he's walked past you. Did you turn while you were speaking with him? That's why I'm
I really am not sure, because the entire time I thought he was still like in front of me. I didn't know he was walking behind me.
Yeah, he walked past you after he kind of snorted at you and said that you weren't worthy of the hunt.
I have a feeling I didn't move. I just stayed like in place.
Okay, then the next thing you know, you're completely face down in the dirt with what you could classify as a gentle paw on you. In other words, he's not trying to crush you, but he is pinning you to the ground underneath his paw.
Okay.
The prey. You speak of that pestilent thing.
Yes.
I say yes. I'm not sure if she could speak with her face in the dirt.
Oh yeah, I was assuming he's not like, his paw isn't on my head, so I'm.
No, it's more on your back. You know, he is pushing you into the ground, but he's not doing it with excessive force.
Okay, that's what I was expecting. Like yeet.
No.
No, if
I just say yes. It killed my people.
Your people are not of any concern to me. I care for the hunt. Only the hunt. Where is this thing? We know it is in this area. We know it is in this forest, but we have yet to find it. It revealed itself but briefly. But now it is nothing but as it should be in this region. My pack and I have hunted this forest for longer than me or my siblings would care to admit.
Our last encounter was at the ziggurat, right? Sorry. I was
gonna ask, like, could we see the ziggurat still in this blurred world?
You're in like a jungle area, blurred or not. You're not near the ziggurat, so you wouldn't be able to see it even if it was,
Okay.
visible. So you don't have an answer to that.
But if we
Okay.
describe the pyramid, well, I think that's the only thing we can do then is just describe the ziggurat. We can't really give him any direction since we're a bit lost ourselves.
Yeah.
So
I guess I will describe it.
you would have a better way of describing it since I just kind of ran out of it.
Right. I'm gonna just describe the ziggurat as I pictured it in my head, very Aztec-y. Keeping my head bowed. Within this forest, Great One, there is a giant structure that weak ones like us were always told to avoid because it's too dangerous for us. Recently, a few of us ventured in, and these unnatural creatures were there. They may be the followers of the one you may be looking for. I was gonna describe.
This is on your side.
Yes, on our side.
Very well may be why we can't find it in the border marshes. It may not have an echo. You have Hazaroth's Urs. Thanks. He kind of lifts his paw up and begins to move again. Away from you.
I'm spelling this probably wrong. Hazaroth. I'm just gonna.
HUZURUTH-UR. Hazaroth.
Yeah.
And
Use this?
yeah, within probably 6 to 10 steps of his, he's out of view.
I sit up. Oof.
What's that?
A deity, a spirit, a god. I don't know. But I just give respect to all what nature brings. I don't understand what you and your people do, but when you see something as grand as that, you don't just,
I've been in awe by many things. From the few moments of your group being here, I do not know what to respect or defend myself from. But that clearly respects, and I'm very curious about. But first, let's get the heck out of here. And I kind of help dust her off.
Okay.
Does she take any damage? Do I need to heal her? I need to heal my stress level. That's what I need.
No,
Can I heal stress?
as stated, it was
Do you
a
need some
gentle
crystal
paw.
magic? Do you need some crystal magic, some sage?
Probably.
Essential oils.
Essential oils.
I got some of that, actually.
So,
How do we get out?
yeah, you're still here.
We go back, right? We just walk the opposite.
No, we walked in, ran back, missed the exit. So let's walk forward slowly to find the
We went
exit.
east, which is left, so now we have to go right.
I just
What?
nod and start walking forward slowly, keeping an eye out for anything, a glint of
Huge.
our world.
Anything huge?
Anything huge.
Here's where I get, because travel distances and time are all wonky,
Oh, yes.
I can actually rejoin you guys with Kalmir at this point.
Huh.
Yay!
Thank you.
Come here!
Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Where have you guys been?
Talking to a
So much
god.
to tell you. So much to tell you.
I didn't see it run past or anything.
No. Actually, give me a perception check, though.
No, you're blind. You're blind. You see nothing.
You see everything.
Zero. Oh wait, I'm still on simple roll. Sorry. Let's try that again.
Take the roll.
There we go. 3 successes.
Yay!
As you approach them, you do notice very large paw prints.
Ooh.
But whatever created them has since disappeared.
What are those from? Those are quite large.
Perhaps a deity to dog. Very similar to dog, but much larger and spoke to us.
So
perhaps dog has a deity.
Greater wolf spirit then?
Yes.
Yes, and let's leave its territory. Do you see the exit? Do you know the exit? Let's get out. Out now. Out.
Talk and walk.
Okay. Well, I came from this way. I followed your guys' trail.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Great.
Apparently it knew or has an idea of what we saw. What's it called? Not sickness. What is it?
Contagion?
Yeah. I had an idea of what we were, because I asked it. I figured, why not ask? Might have almost got me killed, but that's besides the point. So apparently there are others. Of greater. I don't know if he was definitely stronger than me. But we're not the only ones in fear of it or that know about it.
So they're working against it, I hope?
He did not sound with it. He did sound like he is hunting for it. So when we heard his cry, I think he was meaning that. But apparently he couldn't go to our area because of, what's that word he said?
Shoot, I forgot.
I think something is blocking or something is hindering him from entering our area.
Well, if he's as powerful as you make him out to be, maybe he just is simply too much to cross.
Possibly.
Well, if this spirit or deity is not strong enough for it, whatever this thing is quite strong and is making other creatures and spirits and deities be in fear of it as well.
Speaking of spirits, are there any spirits near us real quick?
Thousands.
Mhm.
Hundreds of thousands.
Forest of spirits. Every tree is a spirit.
Yeah, like
Every rock is a spirit.
They would know how to get out, I'm assuming.
not really, no. Not every spirit cares about that type of stuff.
It's this way.
Yeah, Kalmir's showing you already.
All right, go.
We're walking the way. Yeah.
Cool. Go.
Igor.
Yeah. I don't like spirits. They're...
Yeah, you're gonna give me a perception check, though.
Okay.
Because you're just chilling there in the twilight, but you can still see the physical world. Kind of fuzzy, but you can still see it.
Oh, he went back into Twilight.
Why wouldn't I?
The mosquitoes were eating him alive.
Wow. More successes than dice. Good job.
Yeah, take the inspired condition for perception. So, that means, however, is that you begin to see a few people begin to gather. 4 or 5. They all seem...
Other people.
Yeah. I mean, from your side of the... While you're in the twilight, they just appear human. They have similar garb to Zira and Gilgamesh. And they all kind of seem to be meandering in the area. They have some minor armaments, mostly spears, a couple of bows, but they're kind of held in more of a, it's just here in case crap goes down. I don't actually expect crap to go down, though.
Well, haven't seen any other people out here. I'm going to stalk them.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's a normal human interaction. You stalk people.
Okay, I'm going to watch them, just follow them, see what they're doing.
They're not moving. They've stopped in this area. A couple of them have actually taken seats underneath some of the trees. Some of them are leaning against the trees. They seem to be speaking the same language Gilgamesh was speaking.
Okay.
I swear to Bob, if you take their kidneys, I'm gonna do something to you.
I
see your twisted mind working. Like, if you take their kidneys.
He's metagaming. He knows what they are.
Metagaming, this is a bad idea. But Igor's not smart.
Clearly.
I want to see if they have a concept of, magical stuff of Twilight and whatnot. So I'm gonna I guess I could tell pretty quickly, because if I try to cast a spell and Paradox just explodes, I can tell if they're sleepers or not. Or is that something, can we normally tell?
No,
Prime has a spell for that.
Okay, well, I ain't Prime. So, how do we mess with them? I could like drag something into Twilight. That'd be pretty funny.
But even if they were sleepers, I think they would have to perceive you doing it. So, I mean...
I should just live in Twilight. Why don't I? Twilight's great. Okay,
Yeah, they would have to perceive you doing the magic, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Unless you're doing like a gross arcana.
Yeah. Well,
Then that...
yeah.
Is it gross that you're doing?
No, death is subtle.
Then yeah, no. If you're doing something with death, then you're fine.
Okay, so this isn't technically a spell, but it's basically the opposite of Touch of the Grave, of pulling stuff into Twilight from material.
Gonna throw something at them from Twilight.
No, I'm just gonna take one of their spears. So, can I just assume this is still a 2-dot spell, or
Yes.
is this a little more complicated?
The sound of his voice, yes.
It's the same spell, just in reverse. It's still 2-dot. I don't see any reason to increase the dot for that. Maybe if it was a different spell, but not this specific one.
Advanced, I'm pretty sure I need it to be sensory.
Yes.
I can just jump it up to advanced duration and take their spear for a year if I really care.
For a year.
Spear is not larger than 5, so I don't need a bigger scale. I can use high speech. Can't use concentration. Can use a path tool though. Okay, I have a dice pool of 13. Are there sleeper witnesses?
As stated, I don't think it would count if you're in Twilight and you're using subtle.
Never mind.
Or
I take a spear.
yeah, they seem perturbed. Specifically, the one that you took it from. The talking becomes not excited, but more spooked. But very clearly they're spooked. Those weapons that were only being held just in case have now gone from just in case to at ready.
Okay. So,
You have a spear.
yes. I'm going to kind of take it a couple steps away and just drop it, release the spell so it falls back into material. Just gotta spook them a little bit, right? You know, this was a bad idea to start with.
Yeah.
The spear reappears as it falls to the ground. The guy actually goes running. The guy that you took it from goes running over to it, yanks it off the ground, and starts looking at it, inspecting it, However, all of them are now looking at where you were when you dropped the spear, essentially. You can very clearly assume they can't see you, but obviously they're like, well, it dropped right there.
Yeah. I could do a lot of things to mess with them, but I don't know if this is relevant. I can't speak to them, so I'm not gonna drop Twilight, because that'd be a bad idea.
However, within the next few moments, Kalmir, Zira, and Catalina phase back into existence right in the middle of them.
Ah, great.
Those spears that were trained at where you had dropped their spear are now trained on your friends.
Alright, I'm not in a mood for this. Not right now. Control weather.
What do you get to do with weather?
She's gonna rain on his parade.
Okay, new idea. I'm taking all their spears.
Stop taking spears. First the rocks, now the spears, alright?
How many
I-
spears are there?
I have a club, not a spear.
No,
What time is it? It's morning?
yeah, it's morning. When you went in, it was night, and now all of a sudden it's been like 20 minutes and it's morning, for one thing. So you two are very disoriented over that.
Jet lag.
Yeah, major jet lag. Like early morning, like dawn, break of dawn.
A little bit past the break of dawn.
Perfect. This is Brazil, so every dawn it is misty and humid. So I'm gonna make that fog, that mist thicker, just a lot thicker. What is that roll? All right, what is that? 2? Yeah, that's 2.
How many spears are there?
Stop me with the spears.
I need to know what scale I need to buff it to.
I need her to okay, so, hold up.
Or maybe I should just do wind.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Am I out of reaches? It can't be.
That's not how that works.
Okay, right.
All right, give me your spell roll
Okay.
for increasing the wind.
Yeah, I'm going to increase the wind. I'm not going to make mist. Just increase the wind. Heavy wind, just to like shuffle them. At least 3.
Okay, because that's exactly what I wanted.
Oh no.
What do you want?
See, everybody probably thought, or a lot of people probably thought these were going to be werewolves waiting for you.
That's what I was thinking.
This is just a.
Okay, you just said people. So are these just actual like regular villagers? Because I'm picturing my villagers, right?
They're not your villagers, but they are a hunting party. They were
The
just.
tribes are in the area.
Oh. Is this...
So that's at least 2 plus 5, so that's 7.
Oh, you're gonna get hurt.
They all throw spears at me.
No.
No, paradox time.
Who's getting hurt?
Why paradox? What did I do to cause a paradox?
They're all
Sleepers.
sleepers.
They're all sleepers.
Sleepers meaning humans with no magic or humans with possible magic?
Plain normal humans.
Yep.
plain normal humans.
Yep.
You casted a spell in front of humans?
Yep.
She did it. I didn't do it.
That's why I was actually I was answering Gandhi's questions very literally. Because
Still want to take their spears. I don't want them to get stabbed.
well, first we've got to roll the paradox here.
Maybe. Yeah.
Great, I turn into a sheep and I can't talk. Nice.
That's possible. Or you could try to contain it and take damage.
I might try that because I pulled it off once. Hopefully I can do it again.
Oh, no, it's still just +1, so it's still 3 dice, but they all gain the 9 again rule. Okay.
So,
Oh, hold
what's
on.
going on?
I have to roll 3 dice to see if a paradox happens. Oh, I can't. I have to do it as a 9 again. Because this is a small group.
Ah,
3 successes. Which that means...
It's not enough to summon abyssal entities, so we're good.
Yeah, it means that you guys don't die. However, it was a little sketchy there. Okay, so once again, I need to ask you: are you going to contain the paradox, or are you going to release it?
What will happen if I just let it go?
Something random.
Something random.
Random as in how? Like you roll the dice to see if birds explode around you, or?
Remember how you saw everything all at once suddenly?
Yeah.
That was my spell that went awry. I tried to cast that on me.
And actually, this is subtracted from her spell total as well, so this actually also causes her spell to fail.
Oh, so
Alright, cool. No wind. Probably just a...
Not even that.
Probably not even that.
So, are you gonna contain it or not?
I try to contain it and I fail. I take, what, stress or...
If you succeed, then you take damage.
If I succeed, I take damage. If I fail, I don't get damaged, but something crazy happens.
Yes. Or you could
try.
Or you could just let it go crazy and let what happens happens.
I'm going to try.
Okay, so your wisdom.
Just that?
Yep. That's all you got is your wisdom.
Ha 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 ha.
What's your wisdom?
3. 1.
Not enough to go over it, but I think... Hold on, let me see here. The dice pool may not be modified. Each success cancels out 1 success on the paradox roll.
Great, and I got 3 of them.
So... change a condition on the subject of the spell. Undo or apply a single reach from the common reach. Change the subject of the spell. What spell did you exactly cast?
It was...
So, wouldn't it give a paradox?
Control weather forces.
I can choose up to 2 reaches. So I can choose either 2/1 reaches or the level 2.
Yeah, but isn't that how containing works? That even if you fail, it's still contained. It's just you now have a paradox condition. There's no...
Each paradox success canceled out this way deals 1 resistant bashing damage to the mage. If the paradox roll succeeds, the spell is not penalized and does not create an anomaly as release paradoxes. Instead, the character gains a paradox condition. All right, so I'll do
3.
Yeah, 1 of 3. So 1, 2, and 3. That's gonna be 1d3. Which one do you get? 3.
Which is?
Vessel entity one.
Abyssal Backlash. The mage has drawn the attention of a vast abyssal intelligence called an Anuki, which seeks to corrupt the mage's spells further. The next time the mage casts a spell, that risks paradox. Add dice to that paradox pool equal to the number of successes earned on the paradox roll that inflicted this condition. So basically, the next time you cast, if your spell were to cause a paradox, it gains +3 to that paradox roll.
Great. Great. No gust to win. I
No.
get extra consequences on top of what I'm already scared of. Nice.
Well, actually, it does state that it doesn't penalize the spell because you did try to contain it. So the wind does go off, but
I gotta deal with that later.
you've drawn the attention of something very, very nasty.
I just got done talking with one.
Oh no.
It's arguably nastier.
All right, back to it. Gust of wind at the villagers. Yeet.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pleasant breeze.
Dude, you're the one that speaks their language.
Rank, and she did potency 1, so it's a gentle breeze.
Well,
Right.
One of the things it
Potency
lists
one.
is heavy winds. It doesn't give a potency requirement.
Okay, so heavy winds. I mean,
Potency determines the maximum amount by which an extreme environment can change up to a maximum level 4. So whatever the current environmental level is, move
0.
1.
So you'd go up to 1.
So it's, I guess, an extreme heavy winds rank 1. Extreme environment level 1.
Okay, so it's quite a blustery day out. Enough that you kind of have to like tilt your head down to not, have your eyes immediately dry out. Igor, you wanted to steal spears.
Yeah, how many are there?
There's 4.
Oh, okay.
First rocks, now
We need to
spears.
take a penalty then. Perfect.
I mean, that is over size 5, definitely. All 4 together. But
It'd be its number of subjects.
okay.
So, but all I have to do is use my other free reach to bump it to advanced scale, so
If
that
necessary.
by default,
Go ahead.
subjects. Okay. Another 13 dice.
I'm only going to make you roll once. Because you're probably going to succeed here in taking their spears.
Wait, I'm taking all of them at the same time.
Yeah, you don't have to roll once.
All right, you're nabbing everybody's spear. Of course, the 4 that had spears are irritated. The one that's already holding a bow is kind of like...
Taking that too, then. He got 3 seconds till he loses his bow.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Mage the Awakening, 2nd edition, Insten Nergal, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, consider what mysteries are best left unsolved.